There is someone in your life right now who feels like a distraction you can't explain, and that is not an accident. The enemy studies you before he attacks you, and he has sent this person because he knows exactly what pulls your eyes off God. This person didn't just appear. Every conversation, every text, every coincidental encounter is calculated to steal your focus during the exact season God is trying to build something eternal in you. Because Satan doesn't waste his best weapons on people who aren't close to a breakthrough. He only fights hardest against those about to walk into their calling. And 1 Peter 5:8 warns that he prowls like a lion, not randomly, but strategically, searching for the moment you're weakest. Notice this. Every time you try to pray, this person crosses your mind. Every time you open your Bible, they text you. Every time you get close to peace, chaos with them erupts. And that is not romance, that is not friendship, that is warfare disguised as connection, because the enemy knows he cannot stop your purpose with obvious evil. So he sends someone who feels like comfort but operates like a chain. Ask yourself honestly, does this person draw you closer to God, or do they quietly pull you away from prayer, from discipline, from the version of you that used to seek the Lord first? Because 2 Corinthians 11:14 tells you, Satan disguises himself as an angel of light, meaning this distraction will not look demonic, it will look attractive, familiar, even destined. But hidden behind the emotional high is a spiritual drain you don't see until your peace is gone and your prayer life is dead. You've been secretly making excuses for this person's inconsistency, secretly ignoring the red flags because the attention feels good, secretly choosing their validation over God's voice, and that is exactly the trap. Because the enemy doesn't need you to sin dramatically, he just needs you distracted long enough for your assignment to expire. Every hour spent obsessing over their mixed signals is an hour stolen from the vision God placed in you. And Ephesians 5:16 commands you to redeem the time because the days are evil, meaning every moment wasted chasing someone who isn't chasing God is a moment the enemy wins without even trying hard. This is why you feel exhausted instead of expanded, confused instead of confirmed. Because real connections ordained by God bring peace that passes understanding. But soul ties built by distraction bring anxiety disguised as excitement. And Philippians 4:7 was never meant to describe chaos. It was meant to describe the calm that comes from walking in God's will, not man's attention. Here's the warning sign nobody tells you. When someone consistently reappears in your life at the exact moment you're growing spiritually, and their presence always seems to derail your consistency, that is not coincidence, that is a pattern, and patterns reveal purpose, and this purpose is not from God. The enemy is patient. He will let this distraction linger for months, even years, feeding you just enough attention to keep you hooked, just enough uncertainty to keep you praying about them instead of praying about your purpose. And that is the secret strategy. Turning your prayers into pleas for clarity about a person instead of petitions for your assignment. Galatians 6:7 reminds you that you reap what you sow. And if you keep sowing your time, your emotions, your energy into someone who was never meant to walk your path, you will reap delay, confusion, and a harvest that never comes. So today, you have to decide, are you going to keep feeding a distraction dressed as destiny, or are you going to recognize the assignment on your life is too important to lose to a person who was never sent by heaven? The moment you stop entertaining this connection is the moment your clarity returns, your peace stabilizes, and your purpose accelerates. Because James 4:7 says, "Submit to God, resist the devil, and he will flee." But resistance requires action, not just awareness. This is your sign to cut the cord quietly, without explanation, without closure. Because some doors don't need to be closed with words, they need to be closed with obedience. The enemy sent this distraction to keep you circling instead of climbing, and now that you see it, you no longer have the excuse of ignorance. You only have the responsibility of response. Choose your purpose, choose your peace, choose God over the noise, because what's waiting for you on the other side of this distraction is greater than anything this person could ever offer you.